Today we have a powerhouse of a koi for you, the Showa. Unlike the Sanke, the Showa has a black base with red and white patterns layered on top. Generally, a good way to tell the difference between a Sanke and a Showa is that a Showa has black extending onto the head of the koi. When it comes to go Sanke, I have to say Showa is probably my favorite variety in those big three. Just the way the pattern wraps around the body, the contrast in between the lights and the darks of the fish. It's a really strong fish. Breeders take a lot of pride into creating this fish and continuing to make it better throughout time. I have 3 fish in this bowl. First up, we have the standard Showa right here. This fish has a little bit more sumi. The sumi is pretty developed already. You can see it has black extending across the face, kind of like a little bit of a V pattern. You know, when I look at Showa, I like to look at their pattern as kind of like, almost like continents on a globe. You know, that makes it a little bit easier for me to tell the difference between a Showa and a Sanke that has like the stepping stone pattern. This Showa in particular has really good wrapping sumi around it. You can see the sumi extends all the way down to its stomach, underneath the fish almost. So this is a really nice Showa. Let's take a look at the sumi on the nose. This is a classic indicator for a Showa. When you see black on the face of a fish that has red, white, and black on it, then you know that that is a Showa. Key things that I look for when I'm picking out a Showa are, is it going to develop well? Does it have good contrast of color going down the body? And do I just like the fish? Really what it comes down to is, do you like that koi? Do you think that that koi is going to develop nicely over the next couple of years? Because these fish do change. A couple of years ago, the sumi on this Showa was not as dark as it is now. So I really look for nice bright colors. If you're picking out a koi with nice bright colors and has good pattern going down the body, there's really no mistake you can make. Now we're gonna talk a little bit about the Ginrin Showa. The Ginrin Showa, it has beautiful, sparkling, shimmering Ginrin going down its entire body on each and every scale. This is a really cool and impressive koi. What I really like about this fish is that it has heavy white. You know, some of the black is still developing on it, but the sumi is nice and dark and the white is nice and bright. Unlike the Sanke, which has streaks going down the fins, this has more of a larger band of sumi on the fin. So very interesting fish to watch swim in your pond. I really like the white on this koi. Big fan. The last one in this bowl we have is a heavy sumi Tancho Showa. There's a lot of black on this fish. This fish also has the bands of black on the pectoral fins. Really cool looking. And the tail is also black and white. So this fish is super awesome. It has a nice red tancho with almost like a peace sign in it right here. Another awesome thing about these fish is that none of them are the same. They're all different. So you're always going to find something a little bit different than the last one. Again, you could see how the black of this koi extends around the entirety of the body, unlike the Sanke, which just has it spaced throughout above the lateral line. So this is a really cool Tancho Showa. It has developed really well. All right, I have 2 more Showa in the bowl here. One is a Doitsu, one is a Kindai Showa. The Kindai Showa is more a metallic fish compared to the rest of the Showa group. So let's get down there and look at them. So let's talk about the kin show. You see, kin means metallic. You see how the metallic on this fish in the sunlight looks really, it almost looks like shining armor. Kind of looks like shining armor, you know. It has really nice beni, which is the red. It has really nice white, the metallic white on it, and it has nice inky black. But like I said, it's a kin Showa, metallic luster to the Showa. Sumi is extending below the lateral line. You also see the base of the sumi on each fin and on the nose. And it has some black right on each eye, which is kind of cool. Now let's get to my favorite, the Doitsu Showa. So I have a Doitsu Showa in the bowl here. I actually saw this fish in Japan while I was there at Kosiji Koi Farm. So it's pretty cool to be able to see it over there in Japan and see it here at the farm. It's a Doitsu fish, so that means that it is scaleless. So it's really smooth to the touch. You know, when you have these fish in your pond, you can see their patterns very easily. It's got some sumi on the face of it, and super cool to be able to see it in Japan and in New Jersey. Also has the black on the fins. Really nice looking. More beni on this fish, more red on this fish compared to other Showas that might have more black or more white. So that's what I mean, like each fish is unique. Let's put them back in the pond, yeah? I have two fish in the bowl right here, and one is a Kindai Showa, and one is a traditional, more heavy sumi black Showa. Okay, you probably can tell the difference. You know, this is the more traditional one. You see how much more black it has on the body, wrapping down past its lateral line. Okay, really cool red beni on the face. Just really good example of a traditional Showa. And then next to it, right here, we have a Kindai Showa. Super cool beni markings on the face of this fish, as well as the black nose. Almost has like a fish hook on the face right here. Really cool looking. Kindai means that it has more of like white throughout the body. So you see right next to each other, one, the traditional one, the Kindai one, a lot more white on it compared to a lot more black on the traditional. Both Showas, both cool, but both a little bit different. That's what's awesome about this variety, guys, is that you can have the same exact fish just with different colors and look entirely different. So it's pretty awesome. All right, guys, that's the Showa. You know, it's a bold, strong, beautiful fish. It'll look good in any pond, and it's gonna stand out. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below for what you want to see next, and I'll see you next week.